Okay, here's everything that you're going to need for the rest of the ISO mod. You're going to need a couple pamphlets, the original war disc inside the actual thing, your hard drive, the ISO disc, and then all your cables ready to be hooked up to everything. You need the books because you're actually going to put them underneath the hard drive or underneath the console, and then because now that this is a little thicker than the actual casing, so that way it doesn't jam into your system, go ahead and place that under there, and then you should see a small gap there. Then you're going to go ahead and plug in your power, and then you'll plug in your whatever kind of cables you have decided to use, and you're going to power on just like any other time, just using your controller. Once that power is on, you're going to go ahead and change the settings for your Xbox. As soon as it loads, you're going to see the game, and then instead of loading the game by pushing A, you're going to highlight the box where it would typically be, and you're going to push Y for game details. Once it's in game details, if you give it a second, you're going to see install game. Now you're not going to go ahead and push anything at this point, okay? You're going to install it to your hard drive, but you don't want to do it right now. If you look at the screen right now, it will go ahead and show you, it says where it's install game, you want to be to that point. Once you're to that point, you're going to go ahead, and this is when you're going to do the actual swap. Now the motor is it's a magnetized motor, so you're not going to burn it up by stopping it. All you're going to do is cause it to stop. Now there is a 3-second delay. Now here in a minute, this laser reader right here, if you see it, it's going to pop into the inside. That means it's actually ready to do the install because it's been waiting. It's in limbo. And once it does that, you can do it before, but it's easier to do the swap once it moves to the inside. You're going to go ahead and grab your ISO disc and then just get it ready. Make sure it's clean, because if not, it won't work. And then you want to put that over to the side, and then I'm not even going to wait. Anyways, you have 3 seconds. What you got to do is we got to grab this disc, and then we're going to remove the magnet. Okay, once we remove the actual magnet, we're going to place it on this disc, and we're going to swap the actual disc. If you do this in a 3-second period, everything should be working okay. You can go a little longer, but there is an auto relay where this will stop spinning. As long as that disc spins up, it'll automatically install. Now the disc or the laser just moved in, so it's okay to go ahead and grab it and do it. So I'm just going to grab it, remove the disc, and then you're going to put it right back on. Now as you can see, it spun up. If it didn't spin up, the only thing you have to do is power off your Xbox, and once you power it off, you're going to put the original disc back on, and then you're going to redo the exact same thing. You do not have to have a flashed Xbox for this. You don't have to do anything extra other than have this disc. Once you've done this disc and you've done the assembly from the first video, then you'll be able to do everything that you can do. Now, if you go up and look at the TV again, you're going to see that all I got to do is push the A button for the install. The Xbox is going to make some funky noises that you're not used to hearing, but that's only because the case is off of it. Typically, those sounds will be drowned out. Once it starts to actually do the install, I'm going to stop the video because it takes about 25 to 35 minutes to do the actual install itself. You're going to select your hard drive that you're going to be using, and then it'll start counting up. Now, in the event that it does not go to 100%, it is not the console's fault. You didn't do anything wrong. It's the disc that you have. It's either dirty or something's wrong with the actual burn. 9 times out of 10 there's something wrong with the burn because the disc is brand new. So it's not that big a deal. Like I said, I'm not gonna watch this to 100% because it takes quite a while. And then, but that's how you do the ISO swap. And then just refer to my next video as far as reassembling your Xbox.